Today we're going to be making Aunt Celeste's Kale Salad. It's a detox favorite. You'll find it in our cookbook Wonderfully Well on page 184. Before you start to make your kale salad, you need to assemble the ingredients. If you have to dig through the refrigerator and dig through the cabinets to find things when you're in the middle of creating a recipe, you'll find that it takes a lot longer and you get discouraged. So assemble everything together first. Kale is one of the most nutritious vegetables you can eat. However, if you just try to eat it plain off the stalk, it will taste a little bit like grass. It's very chewy and very fibrous. So what we're going to do is make it into a salad that's soft and flavorful and easy to chew, and you'll get all that wonderful nutrition from the kale without feeling like you're eating in the pasture. This is what kale looks like. It's leafy and it has a heavy stem. We're going to first wash your kale in the sink according to the instructions in your cookbook, and then we're going to just tear the leaves off of the stem like so. And we'll save the stem for our juices. So I've already prepared almost all of these. I'll do one more for you. You see the heavy stem. You just grab the leaf and pull until the stem is off the leaf. And other than washing it, that's all the prep you have to do. Here's the heavy stem. So you see that I've saved all the stems from my bunch of kale. We're going to store them in the refrigerator and we'll use them in our juice, so there's no waste to this kale. Now, our next step will be preparing the kale in the food processor. Our primary tool for making our kale salad is the food processor. I enjoy using the KitchenAid food processor because it's easy to take apart. Some of the other food processors have lots of locks and safety factors that make it hard to use. In our food processor, we're going to use the bowl and we're going to use the S-blade. And if you'll notice the S-blade, they call it an S-blade because it's shaped like an S. So we're just going to place the S-blade in the food processor. And then we're going to take our kale that's already had the stems removed, and we're just going to tear it into pieces and stuff it into the food processor. And this batch will take about, we'll have to refill the bowl about 4 times. And you lock your lid, and we're going to pulse it about 10 times to make it into a fine chop. You'll notice when I pulse, I push on the button and then I let it stop and then I start again. That helps to get a good fine chop on the kale. If you just turn the machine on, you're going to actually pulverize the kale, and you don't want to do that. And you'll notice that the kale went from the big leafy pieces of kale like this to the finely chopped kale like this. Now we're going to take the kale and put it into the bowl. And there we have our first little batch of kale in the bowl.